What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, I am not in my usual setup. I am recording this from my MacBook on the road. So bear with me as we have a little bit of a scuffed video here. But the TFT devs just dropped the new set info on set 9, so we're going to take a look. I just tried recording this, reacted to the whole thing, and it didn't really record, so hopefully this video works out. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this set, and subscribe for more content. I'm just going to do a reaction video to this, or my thoughts, I guess, because I already did my first reaction. But stay tuned for another video with all the champions listed and all their abilities and all the mechanics and augments and stuff. So let's just get into this and I'll give my thoughts.
Hey everyone, I'm Kent, the lead designer for TFT's upcoming set, and I'm here to talk a bit about what you can expect. Then I'll hand things over to Mariah, one of our cosmetics producers, and Michael Sherman, our head of esports. TFT has taken us to some wild places since our first set. And if I'm being honest, we've gotten a little bit homesick. So I'm excited to say that we're heading back home to Runeterra. But let me be clear, this time around, things will be a little bit different. An epic storm has torn Runeterra asunder and brought together pieces in the convergence. Sand from Shurima fills the once howling abyss. Piltovan technology has been found littered across the Ionian Islands. And while this might look like chaos to Runeterrans, tacticians couldn't be more thrilled about the endless opportunities. Welcome to Runeterra Reforged.
Let's go! Alright, first thing here. New set 9 mechanic, which is region portals. We got a little teaser of this in the for fun patch in set 8.5, but they're bringing it into full fruition here.
With the Convergence Storm, portals have granted access to places across Runeterra. At the start of each game, you can vote on one of 3 portals that'll take you to a different region. Everyone gets 1 vote, and all votes are weighted equally. 1 vote from the 8 is then chosen randomly each round, so even if 7 players voted for Bandle City's Scuttle Puddle, you still might end up in the Shadow Isles because one of the players voted for it. So get ready, because our region portal system is about to add a lot of creative conversation to the early game. I can see a new emo and ping meta happening in the first patch. Now that you know how portals work, let's go over a couple locations. Journeying through one of Shurima's portals takes you to the Warlord's Bazaar, transforming a later PvE round into a loot-filled treasure armory. Or you could find yourself in the Godwillow's Grove of Ionia. Here, a spot on your bench becomes the Grove. Champions on the spot contribute their traits as though they were in your active army. Now that's
Pretty
what
cool.
I call a trait bot. Maybe you head to the hallowed halls of the University of Piltover, giving you unlimited augment rerolls for a price. We have a lot more planned for each region of Runeterra, and we really can't wait for you to see what's in store.
Alright, let's break that down. So at the start of each game, there will be, I'm assuming this is the very first opening carousel, where 3 portals will spawn to different regions of Runeterra. I don't know much about Runeterra, but you can walk on these portals and there'll be a voting system. So whoever has the most amount of votes will basically dictate the rest of the game based on the region. Each region has their own abilities or whatever, and I'm not sure how many different regions there will be, but there will always be 3 different ones in your game.
At the start of each game, you can vote on one of 3 portals that'll take you to a different region. Everyone gets 1 vote, and all votes are weighted equally. You could find yourself in the Godwillow's Grove.
I'm not sure which region this is. I don't know my lore, but this region, one of the benefits is that you get this grove spot in which when you place one of your champions on your bench onto this spot, this grove spot, it will count the trait. It will make the trait active even though they're not on your board, which I think is pretty interesting.
Ionia. Here, a spot on your bench becomes the Grove. Champions on the spot contribute their traits as though they were in your active army. Now that's what I call a trait bot.
Pretty cool.
Maybe you head
each region will have their own special perks, which I think there will obviously be a meta into which regions are the best, but I think the start of the set will be the most fun because people won't know what the meta is, and so we'll just be going to different places, and hopefully it'll be fun.
Turn to Runeterra, we have new traits that highlight the fantasies of each region. Conquer your enemies with Noxus, whose units gain bonus stats that increase in power as you beat other players in the lobby. Field the undead Juggernaut Scion to take over in the late game with his unstoppable onslaught. And for the more econ-minded, make sure your portfolios are vested in Piltovan Tech with a cash-out system that grants you an invention and some tools. Try to buy the dip and obtain the T-Hex, whose Gatling gun arm and rocket arm can do everything but hug. If transcendent powers are more your speed, you can find that in Shurima. Build your Sun Disk and ascend your units to gain large stat bonuses. But don't sleep on the Ancient Empire. The Sun Disk can do more than just grant power with the right augment. The Yordles of Vandal.
Now the thing I'm not quite sure on is, I doubt it, but I don't think the place you go to will affect your shop. I think the shop will still be the same. It's just the extra perk that you get will change, and I think will change for everybody.
Gain a stacking bonus at each star level and can even reach 4 stars. While their 1, 2, and 3 star variants will grant additional stat bonuses, at 4 stars their ability upgrades to a whole nother level. With the Void, you can summon help from below, like the cute Void Remora, the Rift Herald, and even Baron Nashor. Baron posed a bit of a challenge for the team because if you've ever played Summoner's Rift, you've never really seen Baron's back. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In TFT, Baron's got back, literally.
So once again, they're just showing the different portals. They were showing the different traits, and the more you have of that traits, you get different bonuses. So
fantasies of each region, whose units gain bonus stats.
What was this, Noxus or something? You get bonus stats.
Increase in power as you beat other players in the
lobby.
As you
beat other players. If you get
the undead,
if you get the Piltover people, you get a cash out drone thing, just like I can't remember what that set was. The Hex Tech set, I think. I don't quite remember. You can cash out different robots and whatever.
You can find that in
Shurima. You get some Sun Disk thing.
Build your Sun Disk and ascend your units to gain large stat bonuses.
Oh yeah, you see that here? This little Sun Disk thing here.
But don't sleep on the Ancient Empire. The Sun Disk can do more than just grant power with the right
augment. It can do damage as well. Look at that, it's doing damage.
The Yordles of Vandal City gain a stacking bonus at each star level and can even
Yordles can go
stars.
to Yordles can go to 4 stars, which will be interesting.
Well, they're 1, 2, and 3 star variants.
I'm not sure how you're gonna quite get it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be that. I can't remember what set it was, but you just got a random Yordle on your bench every round or whatever. So I feel like getting a 4 star will be kind of hard. I'm not sure how that's gonna work.
Will grant additional stat bonuses. At 4 stars, their ability upgrades to a whole nother level. With the Void, you can summon help from below.
With the Void trait, you can, the more voids you have, I think the higher the spawn will be. So you can spawn with the little Voidling, you can get Rift Herald, or you can get Baron. The more voids you have on your board, I'm pretty sure. Lagging, sorry.
The Rift Herald, and even Baron Nashor. Baron posed a bit of a challenge for the team because if you've ever played Summoner's Rift, you've never really seen Baron's back. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In TFT, Baron portals are our set mechanic for Runeterra Reforged. We're also introducing a new feature for the set. Hero augments are out, and we've got a new way.
Hero augments are out. They're introducing a new thing called Legends.
Give every player more control over their destiny. Introducing Legends. Think of Legends as providing an upgrade to the existing augment system. Similar to how you select your lovable chibi Lilia in the loadout screen, or a tactician that actually exists, you'll now be able to select one of your favorite legends. Legends will influence some of the augments you're offered throughout the game based on your selected playstyle.
So, instead of just using RNG to pick your hero augment and just hopefully you get the one that fits your comp, you basically get to choose it ahead of time, and it will influence the augments you get throughout the game. And I'm not sure if you get a buff or whatever to the champion that you pick. I doubt it, because that would be a little OP. You just do all the 5 costs or whatever. But it just gives you a directional guide, I guess, towards the playstyle that fits you.
Before the game starts, you'll pick your favorite character who will guarantee you one of their most beneficial augments at each stage. For example, at 2-1, Tahm Kench will offer Rich Get Richer as one of your options. Then at 3-2 and 4-2, he'll give you a choice for a bunch of gold. But if you're
based on eco, you can pick Tahm Kench, and you can just get money, basically.
wary of making a bargain with the River King this game, you'll also get one free reroll for each augment tier. These improvements both give you more variety and options, but also the ability to safely plan your comp knowing what your future augments hold. If you're not motivated by gold, selecting Ornn as your legend gives you access to his stash of powerful artifacts through augments like Portable Forge, Living Forge, and brand new artifact-related augments. Maybe you want to go super vertical, or come up with powerful new trait combinations. That's where Earth comes in. Selecting the original golden spatula wielder as your legend provides options for a veritable horde of emblems. We're super excited about all the opportunities Legends offer, and we can't wait to see what you think of them.
So just like I mentioned, it's just a way to dictate your own playstyle rather than just using RNG to just give you something that works. So this is a little bit of directional guidance. But I don't think you'll have the buff to the singular champion that you pick, which would make sense.
Augments have come a long way since Gizmos and Gadgets. Back in those days, we had some major augment diffs and not a single reroll in sight. We know players largely love augments as a core mechanic, so we thought, why not more? In Runeterra Reforged, we're refreshing a grand total of 90% of our generic augments. We've already had 3 sets.
So 90% of the augments will be different.
Our current augment roster. We've all seen Celestial Blessing, Thrill of the Hunt, cybernetic enhancements all the time. So we're more than ready for something brand new. In addition to the refresh, we're also bringing back trait-linked augments for all of our new traits to freshen things up even more. TFT is a complex game. We know that we can do more to make the experience smoother, especially for new players or folks that may have taken a break between sets. To this end, we've got a couple usability improvements to make things better. First, and most visible, is our Champion Inspect tool. Moving this panel has allowed us to add a boatload of new features while maintaining combat clarity. The new inspection tool shows you what type of damage your champion does,
really nice
what
change.
items work well on them.
Instead of having this weird like toolbox on the middle of the screen that like covers the screen and like moves around and disappears, it's just all in the right tooltip page, which is gonna be really nice.
Their stats, spell information, and their range. Oh, and you can even inspect champions on the carousel.
Oh, that's neat. I didn't catch that last time. You can
Spell
hover.
information and
It seemed like it highlighted you want to place them in the back 2 rows,
their range.
and it will show. Yeah, it's like positioning, and then their range, how many hexes it will reach, which is interesting.
Oh, and you can even inspect champions on the carousel as well. No more, who the heck is that, at the start of a new set. Additionally, we enhanced our trait tracker. You can now interact with champions inside of trait tooltips to learn more about them. And you can even see the trait's emblem and emblem recipe. Quality of life improved. You've wanted these features for a long time, so the UX team really appreciates your patience and is so happy to get them to you now. But we also know that change is hard, so we'll continue to keep an eye out for your feedback around this. Alright, that was a lot. If it's starting to feel like Runeterra Reforged is our most extensive set to date, that's probably because it is, and we still have more to share. For now though, it's time to pass the mic to Mariah. Take it away.
Hello everyone, Mariah here. It's so good to be back to share what the team's been working on for Runeterra Reforged. This set is about exploring a fragmented and chaotic version of Runeterra that can only exist in TFT. And who's more armed and ready to scout ahead in the middle of a convergence storm than Teemo? That's right, Chibi Teemo is coming to TFT. And enemy HP isn't the only thing he's been shredding. Let's check out some other tacticians before revealing Teemo's mythic variant. Also ready to explore are our new Summoner's Rift inspired river sprites. This time, we have two.
Red pot.
One is the embodiment of a consumable item, but please don't drink them. The other is an eager explorer armed with some familiar magical items. We've also brought one of the most contested jungle camps, Raptors, into TFT. Of course, we're giving them the TFT treatment and ensuring they're too cute to smite. We've also got Poros joining the Tactician roster. We're so thrilled to bring Runeterra's most beloved fluffballs into TFT. And they'll be exploring more than just Summoner's Rift.
Booty shakes.
With arenas that takes tacticians to places across Runeterra, like the Reckoning Arena, which takes you to one of the locations from the 2019 League of Legends cinematic, Awaken, where Riven and Draven exchanged more than just mean glances. Our mythic arena takes you to the Shrine of the First Lands in Ionia. As scenic as the landscape is, what really makes this arena special is whenever you win a round, a sword drops from the sky, piercing your arena as a reminder of every foe you fell throughout the game. How many swords can you collect? And finally, our mythic chibi variant for Teemo. Just like on Summoner's Rift, Teemo can either be your angel or your devil, and here's the last thing your enemy will see before you snuff out any hope they had at a victory screen.
Very cool.
Mariah? Hey, can someone check on Mariah? I think she was supposed to introduce me.
The rest they just talk about the esports, which you can go check out on your own if you would like. Let's just break that down a little bit. So, a lot of new stuff coming to this set. We're just going to take a quick look at some of the champions that they revealed to us. Let's see, where is it? So one of the places is Shurima, so they got all the sand people, Nasus, Azir, Cassiopeia, Renekton, they got Talia, Akshan. The other side is the Void, Cassante, so they got Belveth, Malzahar, Vel'Koz, Kassadin, Kaisa, Cho'Gath. What else did they show? Not sure what region this is built over, right? So Mira, they got some Yordles, so Kled, we saw Kled, Poppy, Tristana, Darius, Zed, Jin, Heimerdinger, Aurelia, Swain, Set. I think there's a Katarina. Yep, Katarina, Karma. So once again, let me know your thoughts of their ideas with these regions. Let me know what you think about the legends and the removal of hero traits. I I think hero traits was a cool idea. It skewed it too much, I feel like. Especially since there is a defined meta with the hero traits that you just kind of saw the same thing over and over. But regardless, I think that will be it for me. I appreciate y'all sticking around and bearing with the scuffed video. Hopefully it turned out okay. If obviously you guys are seeing this, it did. So make sure you guys are sub to the channel if you guys want to see more TFT content and want to see me break down all the champions and their abilities and all of the possible new augments, if you can see that. And stay on the lookout for some future gameplay. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.